guys, welcome to my channel. And in today's video, we'll be talking about starting a business, especially as a college student. For my first tip, I would definitely say that you need to start with what you have. A lot of times when you start a business, you don't necessarily have the funds or the money to do so. So start with what you have, but make sure that it's quality. Like, you don't want to just be like, oh, I'm selling lashes, but then your lashes are trash. Like, if you're gonna start selling lashes, look for a better quality vendor so that even if you do have a small supply beginning with, once you sell that small supply, you have customers coming back to you for more. Like, you know what? Her lashes, them things last. I like those. Like, so don't just start just to start. Like, make sure you have a game plan, make sure you're giving quality, make sure that you know exactly who your audience is. Like, do you want to sell lashes to college students? Do you want a majority of your lashes to be for college students? If so, what's the price range? What are college students willing to pay for lashes because of their budget? So you have to consider all of those things when starting a business. Like I was saying, you should really find out who your target audience is. That's the first thing. What kind of customers do I want to attract? What kind of customers do I want to stick around? How am I going to get my customers to stick around? Another thing that I will talk about is budgeting. You have to learn how to budget. For me right now, at the moment, I don't have a separate business account. So what I do is I budget my personal expenses as well as my business expenses until I go and open up another account strictly for my business. I only take a certain amount for business. I don't, intermingle it. And I have a certain amount that I use for personal. And down with that being said, if you have an order or you have a client and you made, I don't know, like 160 or something a week, that doesn't mean that $160 is for you to go spend. Like, it doesn't. I'm sorry, you're going to look broke that first year or so of business unless you already got money. You need to set aside those things. Stop getting that Starbucks. Stop going to the club. Stop doing whatever it is. You ain't going to have the money to get your hair done all the time or your nails done every 2 weeks, because that money adds up. That's very much so money that you could put into your business. I don't remember the last time I got my nails done. Like, I think it could have been like when did I go on my cruise? Like last November. If it wasn't last November, then it must have been like earlier in the year, but I cannot remember the last time I've had my nails done. And that's because my focus right now is getting my money for my business. Start setting myself up for wealth so that I have generational wealth. You have to have that kind of mentality of, okay, what is this bigger picture? Like, do I really want to go spend this 160 to get this bag right now? No. So just because you get a sale does not necessarily mean that you need to go spend that money. Invest it back. Put it back. And if you know that if the money's sitting around too long that you're going to end up spending it, do something with it right away. Because if you don't, then you're going to regret it later. You will. And another thing is, you cannot be scared to invest in seminars or classes. Like, I did my, my second, y'all, I'm sorry, I can't think. I've taken 2 classes. So my first was for me to get my lash certification. And my second class I did with India Bridges. I don't know if you guys have heard of her. She really helped me in ways that I needed for my business. So you have to be willing to invest money into classes because you don't know everything. And I'm a visual learner, so I know even for within this next year, I'm going to be taking some hair classes, to help me get my sew-ins down packed and my wigs down packed. Like, I'm coming with a lot in 2020, okay? Like, you have to have that confidence in yourself as well. Like, you know what? I may be here right now, but wait on it. Because that's one thing I tell myself. But also, you have to self-check yourself. Like, am I doing this because I just want to say I have money? Am I doing this because I want to say that I'm an entrepreneur? Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. If you ain't heard it before, now you're hearing it. It ain't for everybody. Everybody is not strong enough to deal with being an entrepreneur. It's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot of budgeting, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of self-control. When you got this certain amount of money in your business account, but you know that bag is looking real nice right now and you ain't spend no money on yourself within these last 6 months, like, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. So you need to reevaluate yourself and say, okay, what am I doing this for? Am I doing this to solve a problem? Or am I doing this just to flex on people? Because I see everybody's being an entrepreneur. Everybody got a business. So am I just trying to get a piece of that cake? If so, then no. Because you're doing it to impress others. And if that's the case, then your business is not going to work. It's not. It's not. So you have to get to a point where you know what it is that your business is here for, what problems you're solving, what you're here to do, what you're going to do, and how you're going to give back. Because you don't want to be a business that takes, you know, taking all these people money with these orders, but then you never want to do nothing nice for your clients or your customers. Like, you have to be able to be willing to give back to your loyal clients or whoever as well. Like, so when you start a business, you cannot have a selfish mentality. You want to be selfless. What am I doing this for? How am I helping others? Yes, it's going to be a profit in my pocket, but the profit comes later. Like, the first month, well, not even just a month, like that first year to, it can even go on for years, you're just spending. It seems like you're not getting nothing out of it. And you can be doing all the right branding or whatever, spending all the right money, but customers, they need credibility. They need to know, like, oh yeah, she got the right stuff. And you got to get people talking about you. Like, that kind of stuff takes time. So you have to even self-check with that. Like, all right, is my patience level really here to start a business? Like, am I really going to be okay with the fact that I may not make money for the next year, 2, 3, 4 years? Like, entrepreneurship is not something that happens overnight. Yeah, we have social media now that can in some ways help speed up the process with, you know, connecting with other people, but that's not a guarantee. And that's something that India always talks about, is promoting herself on foot. Like, social media, that can be gone tomorrow. Will people still know you? Will people still know how to get in contact with you or your business? So you have to set yourself up right so that even if social media is gone tomorrow, like, your business is set up to where people will still remember, oh yeah, I remember so-and-so, they do this. And they gave me a business card. All right, let me look at this. Let me call her. Let me text her. Like, so you have to be ready to put in that work as well. And that's something that I even have to work on as a business owner. Like, I don't know why, but I've completely lollygagged when it came to making business, like, flyers and business cards. Like, really? Like, that's what I'm saying to myself. Like, really, Kayla? Really? Like, ain't no telling what money I done missed out on because I haven't made these business cards. How many people I could have, you know, got in contact with just because they had a business card for me. So that's something that I'm on top of for myself. Like, girl, you need to get these business cards out the way. You need to do this. You need to do that. and do your research, do your legal research. Advice that I would give to any of, especially my college students, because a lot of times, we networking with people, people have these good ideas. You are not meant to be in business with everybody. Okay. I'm at a place right now where, like, if you be like, okay, well, let's collab in this way, I'm like, okay, girl, that sound good, but probably not. Like, I'm still trying to get my brand out. I'm still trying to build my brand, trying to get my name strong enough to where even if I do collab with somebody and everything goes left, it doesn't mess up my credibility. And everybody who's talking about doing a business is not necessarily serious. You don't know how many people have came to me asking, okay, well, how did you do this? Okay, well, how did you start that? And I give them advice. And I'm a kind of person, like, if I care about you, I'm not just going to give you, like, I care about you and I see you, you really trying to do something with yourself. I'm not just going to give you BS advice. Like, if you really trying to learn something, really trying to do something, I will give you all that I know. So I will give them all that I know, step by step, what to do, and they still don't do it. Like, no. So, yes, you do not have to collab with everybody. You do not have to work with everyone. If you are in a place where you just want to build your brand by yourself, that is okay. You're not being funny, acting, nothing. It's just you want to build a name for yourself before you start tying other people into your company and into your brand. Networking is great. It's a great way to get your name out. You want to network with people who are credible, who are known for showing up to events on time or meeting deadlines on time. Or if y'all have a certain thing planned, they follow through with it 1,000%. You don't want to do business with people where you don't know. And a lot of times people will show you in the beginning, like, if they're credible, if they're serious or not. You just have to pay close attention. So, although you may start off with little to no money or whatever, you cannot be scared to lose money. Because I've definitely lost money before with my business, trusting in something and then it wasn't what it said it was going to be. I've done that. But guess what? I've learned from it. So you need to not be scared to lose money. It's a part of the process, y'all. It is. And that's really all that I can say about that. Because if you're scared to lose money, you're never going to learn. Never. You're just going to start your business thinking that everything's going to be fine and dandy. You're going to buy this. It's going to be good. And then when something goes wrong, you're going to be butthurt. Like, no. So when you invest in something, always have a plan B, a plan C, and a plan D. That's what my mama always told me. Girl, always have a backup plan. Because you never know. And especially if you're, collabing with people and stuff, make sure you're good. Not in a shady way, but make sure you're good that if they don't follow through with their stuff, you still covered. Your part's still done. Because if you depend on people, people will always let you down. So yes, have certain expectations out of them as a partner, but if they don't hold their end of the bargain, guess what? I'm still Gucci. I did my part. All right, plan B. It comes down to branding and marketing. You're not going to get that overnight. I'm still learning that for myself. Like when I look at my profile visits and stuff on Instagram and I know my numbers have went down drastically, like I'm like, okay, Kayla, so what is it that you need to do so that you're getting better engagement? Or, all right, so I see that my views have went down on this. Okay, so let me look back and see what it is that they like. Like, what is it that they really like to see? So you have to know your audience and be patient with it. It's not going to happen overnight. And, this is what YouTube is for as well. Search up some branding tips, some marketing tips. I more recently started doing it because, like I said, I started to see that my numbers were going low. So I was like, all right, I need to step in my game. What is it that I need to do? And I can literally say that week that I tried those new tactics, I started to see my numbers go up. And they steadily stayed at a good amount, you know. So I was like, okay, good. So this is what my audience likes to see. Do not think that your followers will bring you money. The amount of followers you have does not mean that people are going to buy with you or book with you or anything. So don't get so focused on, let me get my following up. Like, yeah, I'm at 1,000 followers in 2 months. Look at me. But your bank account says zero. Like, don't get so focused on that, because if you do, then, like I said, you're trying to put on a facade as if everything is together for your business, and it's not. And it's okay for everything to not be in place. You have to be confident in yourself and confident in your brand and your business, knowing that, yeah, everything may not be good right now, but it's going to get there. And I'm going to get there. And can't nobody stop me. I may be a small business right now, but I won't be a small business forever. I won't be a small business 5 years from now. Like, those are things I tell myself daily. And do not rely on support from others. Do not. If you rely on support from friends, family, whatever, you're just going to always be disappointed. And that's something that I've learned early on. And if you get so focused on support from others, it will literally deter you from what it is that you want to do with your business, because you're going to get so fixated on so and so not supporting me. I'm posting this, they ain't doing this, they ain't doing that you're not even paying attention to the people who are supporting you, who are reposting, who are showing love. And even if you ain't got not a person, be your biggest fan until you get your fans. Okay? Like, just don't be too fixated on that. That's all I can say. It's just what it is. Unfortunately, some people, they just don't want to see you win. And that ain't your problem. And it ain't mine either. And I won't make it mine. Next. If I think of anything else, I'll definitely do another video. But I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. And I will see you in the next one.